I will never understand the hate this Venom gets. I'm talking about Spider-Man 3's Venom, my favorite Venom.
Alrighty then, if you haven't watched the video, go watch the video. He basically asked the question, why do a lot of people hate Venom's version from Spider-Man 3, the Tobey Maguire movies? And the thing is, for me, I will admit, and he also says in this video that that's his favorite version of Venom. And for me, it wasn't my favorite, but I did enjoy it. But it was because I didn't know a lot about Spider-Man's or Venom. The only one I think I knew was the 90s a little bit until I got more into the comics, until I rewatched Spider-Man, the animated series from the 90s, and etc., where now I had understanding of, oh, okay, now I see why people hate that version. Because the thing is, first things first, when a lot of people think of Venom, people think of a bigger, intimidating, a scarier character. Basically the opposite of Spider-Man, you know? Because when I saw, and I rewatched Spider-Man 3 years after I already knew about Venom, a better understanding of Venom, I was like, okay, now I see it. They should have gotten somebody, especially with Eddie Brock, somebody that was much more bigger. Because Eddie Brock in the comics is just a big guy as well. Or they could have done, fine, they could use the guy from that 70s show, which, I forget his name. And then when he turns into Venom, should have been a bigger character. But they didn't do that. You know, and the thing is, yes, you could say he was kind of scary, but he wasn't, I wouldn't say he was intimidating. An intimidating character. Because, for example, and I'm going to use the 90s, because even though 90s is my favorite, and I know there's a lot of better versions to use, the reason I say the 90s will always be my favorite and the best version of Venom is because of this part right here. When Spider-Man first meets Venom, for the first time in the series, he can't use or detect him with his spider senses. And for a character who is big and a lot muscular compared to Spider-Man, that made it scary and intimidating. A character that big, he should have been able to see, detect, and know where he's at. And most of the time, Venom would go and be right behind him, or just be right next to him, or just tackle him, and just grab him and stuff like that. That is the spot of Venom I felt like should have been in that movie. At least, maybe not with Eddie Brock, but definitely with Venom. You know, stuff like that. And I feel like that was missing with that Venom. And for example, like how we got Venom's the movie where we see Eddie Brock and stuff like that, how he's much bigger, he's much more muscular guy, and when he comes Venom, he's even much more bigger and looks more intimidating, as like that would be a scary Venom when he goes toe to toe with Spider-Man. That's what I mean. You know, that makes more sense to see Venom. The only thing is I wish we could have seen is that Venom versus that Spider-Man. Something like that to see something. But again, that is why, in my opinion, a lot of people do not like Venom from Spider-Man 3. And it's fine if you do like that version of Venom. That's fine. But I think the other thing I was not a fond of is when the actor who played Eddie Brock, he, instead of playing somebody who wanted revenge, a character that was pissed off, annoyed, he became and acted like a character that he was addicted. Because if I'm not correct, Eddie wasn't an addictive character with Venom when he got the symbiote. He was just more frustrated, he was more angry, and he felt the anger of the symbiote as well being left by Peter. And stuff like that. And they became that character that's like, okay, now we are Venom. Now we want to kill you. Now we want to torture you. That's also why I was also not a fan of Venom, of that version. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me, or let me know what I said made no sense. And let me know your thoughts of what do you think a lot of people hate that version of Venom. Did I make a good point? Let me know. And I don't want to keep repeating, so yeah.